Hello, 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 and welcome to a very fabulous and wonderful episode of How I Get a Certain Trophy. Now, I'm a big fan of the Quarry. I have taken the time to get every single trophy on this game. Now, through my research and trying to figure out the best combinations to get the most amount of trophies in each run, I was doing some research into a couple different trophies, and I found out that two particular trophies everybody seems to be having the hardest fucking time trying to figure out, which is Peanut Butter Butterpops and Hard Pass. Now, Peanut Butter Butterpops is a never miss in a combat encounter, and Hard Pass is refuse Elijah's help. Now, with both these trophies, I combined it with the Infected Pack trophy, where basically I infected everybody in this game. So in this video, I'm gonna walk y'all through how exactly I did these trophies, so it could be extremely easy for y'all to get, and y'all can get it in one run. No problemo, no problems, no nothing. Okay, so first thing y'all wanna do is make sure y'all go through the infected run. It makes things so much easier and gives you it more of a linear path, and I'm pretty sure this is kind of the way the devs want us to play it, because not only are we going to be doing the infected run, we are also going with the Kill Silas ending as well. That again comes more full circle with the Butter Pop trophy, but I'll get there eventually. So basically what you want to do for this infected run is, in the beginning of chapter 1, when you're playing as Jacob, after you get done talking with Caitlin about the bags, go to the right side near the, entrance of the camp or whatnot. On the ground is a silver bracelet. Grab that bracelet. It will help y'all in the effective run at the end of the game between Jacob and Emma. Another thing you want to do to help Jacob get infected is to make sure during the scene where Jacob's being hung upside down by the hunter and he gets cut down, distract the hunter with the dirt instead of letting the hunter pour the blood on Jacob. It helps infect him on the bridge with Emma. Once you do that, basically I would, in order, Abby gets infected at the beginning of the game when Nick does, by just filling the Don't Breathe section after you run from the werewolf. Of course, Nick is already infected, so is Laura and Max, so you don't have to worry about them. Emma, at the treehouse, I would have fed Jacob on the bridge with Emma and the werewolf when they meet up after Jacob comes back from seeing Abby, Nick, and all of them from the campsite. Dylan, you can infect him, of course, at the shack. Just don't cut off his hand, so enter in terrifying manner as Ryan. Of course, as Ryan, all you gotta do to infect him is basically just let Laura bite him so he doesn't die from his knife wound. And Caitlin, you can affect her at the junkyard. Just have Dylan fail a quick time event where he has to drop the car on the werewolf. It's simple, it's easy. That's how you can basically get an entire effective run, and it helps keep you more on a linear path. Now, with the Peanut Butter Butter Pop trophy, basically one of the things you want to set up the most is auto aim assist. I learned while doing a bunch of research about this trophy that some people got it by having auto aim assist on, which means it would automatically shoot for you during a combat situation. Now, the reason why I originally turned this on was because I started actually reading the trophy, and my thought of never missing a combat encounter means anytime there's a fighting situation going on, such as a knife on knife, hand on hand, gun on gun. You get my point. Now, I don't think this counts towards any of the events where you have to do the don't breathe situations or the quick estimations. Oh, do I do this? Do I do that? And that also doesn't necessarily mean any kind of provoking situations where it's like you have to choose whether or not to shoot at the roof or shoot into a bush or something, because those are technically not combat encounters. Those are maybe quick encounters, kind of get your heart racing, your blood pumping, make you think kind of on your feet, but I don't necessarily count those as combat encounters, but that's just the way I view it as. So basically, auto aim assist is going to interact, basically do any of the shooting for you during the situations. Now with this, I did learn you can do this trophy without shooting Jacob. I saw that several people were getting this trophy and doing it by killing Jacob, and a lot of people were not happy with this. They're like, I don't want to kill Jacob then, I don't want to do it now, yada yada yada. So you can do it without shooting Jacob, because in the auto aim assist didn't let me shoot. And you don't have to kill Nick either, because that technically doesn't count as a combat encounter, because of the fact that he's in a cage and he's drugged and whatnot and who not. So that to me doesn't really count as a combat encounter. The only combat encounter that really matters with Nick is the one where Abigail shoots Nick with the regular bullets. It doesn't kill him or anything, it just basically annoys him and he runs the hell off. Another combat encounter you want to have is with Ryan and Bobby. When you go to save Nick, make sure you shout and take a shot. That counts towards combat. Now, there are some you have to get by failing certain quick time events, such as Bobby holding up the table and Caitlin shooting the table. That's very simple during the scene where Bobby and Caitlin are basically playing hide and seek in the house. Fail the quick time event where she hits a pole and then goes downstairs, and then let Bobby throw the bottle on her and let it shatter. And when that happens, he'll pick up the table, you'll shoot. Another major combat encounter would be because Emma's infected, she would try to attack Abby once y'all open the car door. So you want to make sure you shoot at Emma. Not only the first time, but the second time, make sure it's a regular bullet and not the silver bullet. We're not trying to kill her, we're just trying to make her go the fuck away. But one of the bigger things you want to make sure is make sure Abigail is still alive by the end of the chapter, because once you get to the basement, you want to make sure you grab the silver bullets. They're all the way in the back by the fuse boxes, but you want to make sure you grab the silver bullets, because you're going to need that to finish the last combat encounter. You also want to make sure that when Caleb finally arrives at the lodge, you wait for him at the stairs instead of directly running off and starting the chase, because you want to get that extra shot in for the combat encounter. But basically, you want to make sure she's got the silver bullets, and then when you run downstairs, go ahead and investigate the noise when you hear Abby banging on the door. But once you get there, she'll roll you the silver bullets. Once again, auto aim assist will help you, will guide you through the light, will shoot the werewolf, curing everybody who's infected, by the way. And then once you get to Silas, just go ahead, shoot him, bada bing, bada boom. That is all the combat encounters that I can think of. On a couple of the combat encounters, just to be on the safe side, I did do some little hand-on-hand moments, such as having Jacob and Ryan fight over the gun and basically letting the gun hit Jacob in the face, so he'll throw a punch. As Emma, I kicked the door, and as Laura, I fought Jedediah, little things like that. But anything that kind of felt more like a hand-on-hand combat situation, I did, and then I maybe did a little extra in between just to cover all my bases. Also, a major thing I did as well was as Laura during chapter 7, during the escape route, I did not shoot him with his gun. I did grab the syringe and knocked him out that way. I don't know if that counts as a combat encounter, but just in case, I did that as well in that section. But that is all the combat encounters I can think of that I did during this run. Now, if there's any other way to get this run, I have no clue. I haven't tested anything out. This is just a particular way I did it to get this particular trophy. Now, when it comes to the hard pass trophy, this one is extremely simple. Basically, all you want to do is make sure you grab one tarot card in every single chapter except for one. And that is the tarot card that you find as Abigail in the basement where you find the silver bullets at. That particular card. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, that one. Yeah, no, don't grab that one. Don't even touch that one. Don't look at that one. Don't breathe in that one's direction. Just don't even think about that. That one will automatically basically trigger a cutscene, which implies that you unintentionally got help from Elise without asking. So that's why I think a lot of people aren't getting the trophy, and because they keep picking that one up. So whatever you do, don't pick that one up. Just avoid it at all costs. Second one is when you have to choose whether to go to the rocky cliffside or the meadow-like area when you're playing as Nick in Chapter 2 with Abby. Go with the rocky side, because this is the only chapter where you literally have to choose whether or not to get the tarot card or clues. If you want the tarot card, go with Rocky. You will find the only tarot card there throughout the entire run. Another thing you want to do, and it's very simple and it's rather obvious, but at the end of the chapter when you're talking to Elise, just make sure you just go with the move on option. Don't sit there and try to watch the visions, just move on. Now, as a safety measure, I went ahead and grabbed every single card I could up until Chapter 9 when I was in the basement as Abby. I just didn't grab that one card at that point, and then after that chapter, I actually got the trophy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I really didn't have much of a problem with it. With a lot of the cards, they're around. They're literally around all the walking sections of the game. Some of them you do have to go a little, not completely out of your way, but a little off the regular path to find them. Majority of the cards will be basically on the path of wherever you have to go. So if you're not confident with your choices of cards or which ones you picked up or not, or you're just not sure if you picked one up, just go ahead before you leave a section. Just make sure you grab a card. Now, hopefully all this helps y'all out. If y'all have any other questions, concerns, comments, just anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you got any questions, if you want to see how I got any of the other trophies or want to figure out how I got any of the other trophies, let me know in the comments below as well. And I will make a video about it and explaining and showing y'all how I got each and every one trophy. But that's a story for another day. So until then, my friends, I hope everybody has a fantastic and a wonderful night. And I'll catch y'all around, my friends.